Today we're going to be learning about numerical expressions. Our learning goal is to write and interpret numerical expressions. A numerical expression is a mathematical phrase that has numbers and operation signs but does not have an equal sign. Since you see the pencil symbol, go ahead and pause the video and write this vocabulary term in your math journal. When evaluating numerical expressions, it is so important that you carefully read and think about what the problem is actually saying. There's some key words that can help you. When combining groups, you're adding. When taking something away, subtract. When combining equal groups, multiply. And when sharing equally, divide. There's that pencil symbol again. Go ahead and pause the video and write these keywords into your notes. Let's look at this first example right here. Emma has 11 fish in her aquarium. She buys 4 more fish, so she's combining the fish she had in her aquarium with the new fish she bought. She's combining groups, so we add. Next, take a look at example B. Lucia has 128 stamps. She uses 38 stamps on party invitations. She's using them, so they're going away. 128 minus the 38 stamps she used. Example C shows that Carla buys 5 books and each book costs $3. Well, they all cost the same amount, so we're multiplying 5 times 3 to find the cost of all the books together. Finally, in the last example, 4 players share 52 cards equally. That equally is a key word for division. We have 52 cards and they're being shared equally by 4 players. It helps if you make a picture in your mind of what's actually going on and try to relate it to the real world. All right, let's go ahead and check out an example. Mrs. Perugini had 32 pencils. She gave 24 to the kids in her class. Then she gave 5 to Mrs. Whaley's class. Write an expression to, this should say match, to match the words. Since Mrs. Perugini is giving away the pencils, that's a keyword to let us know we're subtracting. We can write this in a couple different ways. Since she started with 32 pencils, we can show she gave 24 to her class by subtracting 24. Since she also gave 5 to Mrs. Whaley's class, we can subtract 5. That's one way to write the expression. We could also write this another way. Because Mrs. Perugini started with 32 pencils, we still start with 32. We know she gave some away, so we're subtracting. But in parentheses, we could write 24 plus 5 because that's the total number of pencils she gave away. She gave 24 to her class, and she gave 5 to Miss Whaley's class. 29 total. So we could put the amount she gave away in parentheses and subtract that from how many she started with. Let's look at another one. Mrs. LeBach has 3 marbles in each of 4 buckets. That's telling us that they have the same number in all of the buckets. Then Mrs. Whaley spilled a bucket and lost 1 marble. Write an expression to match the words. Well, since Mrs. LeBach has 3 marbles in each of the 4 buckets, we're going to be multiplying. We need to put that in parentheses because that's the total we have before Miss Whaley spills one and loses it. Because she's spilling it and losing it, we are subtracting that 1 marble from our total. Notice, I'm not finding a value for the expression and solving it. I'm simply writing an expression that matches the words. Now it's time for you to try a couple. Since you see the pencil symbol, in just a moment you're going to pause the video and try these 2 problems. I want you to write out the problem I've given you, and then I want you to try to solve it by writing an expression. When you finish, resume the video and see how you did. Go ahead and pause now. Well, let's see how you did. First, let's pick out some keywords. We know she's buying 5 books. We know each book costs $8, but she gets a $2 discount on each of the books. So think to yourself, how much is she really paying for each book if it's $8 and she gets a $2 discount? Well, she's buying 5 books. They're $8 each, but we get a $2 discount, making the books really $6 each. How'd you do? Did you fill in 5 times and in parentheses 8 minus 2? Now let's see what Luke did. Luke bought 18 donuts and put them equally into 3 bags. Then he ate one of the donuts. That word equally is like a big flashing sign telling us to divide. Because he ate something, that tells us we're subtracting. So to start, Luke had 18 donuts. He divided them into 3 bags. That's what's in parentheses. We're dividing them up before he eats them. Then he ate one of the donuts, so we have to subtract 1. 18 divided by 3 in parentheses, minus 1. Hopefully, you're starting to get the hang of it. Now it's time to summarize with our LOL. In your math journal, write a numerical expression. Then write words to match the expression. I did it again. I had math on the brain. Match. Good luck.